a lot of the mock drafts that I've seen early have connected you to Detroit just because, you played in Saginaw, it's the backyard, and they would know you pretty well. What would you make of the possibility of being a Red Wing?
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Going to such a historic franchise like the Red Wings, being able to put on the winged wheel and play for them would be an honor. People are talking about that, and there's some things that are being said about me going to Detroit, and that would be pretty cool to happen. Obviously, having guys like Jimmy Devellano and Chris Osgood and being owners of the Saginaw Spirit and having the close relationship the Saginaw Spirit and the Red Wings do, it would be a good fit, I think. And I think there's a Red Wing scout at every single one of our home games. They use our game as a base to see every other team play. So I think I feel very comfortable with the way I played this year, and definitely had enough opportunity to make my mark and prove to them that I should be their pick. At the end of the day, though, they have their own opinions and they need to do what's right for them. And if it's me, that would be unbelievable, and that would be a great feeling. But at the end of the day, if it's not, then there's other teams out there that would be awesome too. I mean, playing for any team in the NHL would be an honor, and is the ultimate goal and is the dream. But it'd be pretty cool to go to Detroit. There's obviously a lot of connections, and pretty close to Saginaw, and still get to stay close to home. So it'd definitely be a cool spot to go for sure.
So the Red Wings are at 4 and sandwiched between 2 picks from Ottawa. Having grown up in Leafs Nation, what would you make of putting on a Senators sweater?
Yeah, it would be awesome. I mean, anywhere in the NHL would be amazing, and to be a part of that, Leafs Ottawa rivalry that I've been a fan of for so many years. It would be pretty cool to be a part of that, and you always see the Leafs fans in Ottawa, the Ottawa fans in Toronto when they play each other, and they go pretty hectic, and it's a pretty good rivalry. So to be a part of that, it would be pretty cool, and to play in the nation's capital it'd be an honor.
There's nothing quite like a Canadian market, it feels like. Would you feel comfortable with the media attention and being in the spotlight? I mean, certainly as a top pick, coming into a Canadian market might be a bit of a different field than an American market. What would you make of that?
Yeah, I think coming into a place like Toronto, Ottawa, there's a lot of media there, and it's a little different than a place maybe like Carolina or Florida or somewhere like that. The media just isn't the same, and I think if you come into a Canadian market, it's going to be a whirlwind of emotions, and it's going to be a little bit more hectic. But at the end of the day, you're a hockey player, and you just got to go out and prove to everyone why you were chosen in that spot. And that's what I'm planning on doing, no matter where I get drafted, whatever team it is. I plan on just going to camp and making my mark, and hopefully being able to make the step to the next level.
Since we last spoke, you were named the CHL Scholastic Player of the Year, 93% average. Have you always been a good student, and why if so?
Yeah, I've always taken academics really serious. My family is big on the academic side, and they kind of always said to me ever since I was little, academics come first, and everything else is off to the side. And if I'm not excelling in school, then it's going to be hard for me to excel in anything else in life. And I took pride in that, and I've always wanted to be a good student, and I've always thought that without your education, you're not going to get too far in life, and I can't rely on hockey for my entire life. And eventually I'm going to need education to have in the future. But another thing is just the way I feel like it's just my competitiveness, the kind of person I am. I just want to excel in everything I do, and do everything to the best of my abilities. And I'm not one of those kids that are going to go into class and slack off and not pay attention. I feel like I'm more of the kid that's just going to pay attention, get my work done, and make sure that I'm doing it to my best ability. And I think that's just who I am, and is a big part of me for why I find success in school, I think.